Good morning, Titans. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd, and you're watching OlyTV.
In between the lines, there's a lot of obscurity. I'm not inclined to resign to maturity. If it's alright, then you're all wrong. But why bounce around to the same damn song? You'd rather run when you can't crawl. I know, you know that I'm not telling the truth. I know, you know they just don't have any proof. It's the deception. Learn how to bend your worst inhibitions, then psych you out in the end.
Granite online courses this summer are now open. For details and the parent permission form, visit the Counseling Center page on the school's website. The forms are due by April 28th.
Listen up, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and teachers. You need to vote for our next class officers. Voting will close today during Second Flex. The link is in your Canvas, but remember, you can only vote for your grade, and you can only vote once.
Since our last show, we recently suffered a heavy loss.
Indeed. Rest in peace, Pope Francis.
I'm talking about 4chan.
Oh, what happened to 4chan?
Let's find out.
4chan, a site known as a large message board with a large amount of influence on internet culture, for better or for worse, supposedly got hacked and taken down. Although there was no real announcement that the website was shut down due to a hack, there are some screenshots that provide evidence for this idea. Although this motivation behind the hack isn't totally known by me, the culprit seems to be a website, or at least a user of the website, soyjack.party, as suggested by the screenshot. Soyjack.party is said to be a rival message board. Not sure why a message board would beef with a message board, but I'm sure whatever the reason is, it's too complicated to explain in this one report. Besides changing a few words, the hackers also allegedly gained the ability to dox the moderators of the website and reveal the passwords to their accounts. Some even believe that the stolen data from 4chan even includes every email address of regular users. Although due to 4chan's lack of commentary on the issue, a lot of these claims don't come from super reliable sources. After all, the motive of the website is only a fool would take anything posted here as a fact. Although 4chan might not be permanently down, it will need to take its time to hopefully improve security and will likely stay down for a while. And in case you're wondering, the last post before the website was shut down is rumored to be this.
Thanks for that interesting report, Asher.
Attention all juniors and seniors, auditions for the Olympus High Vocal Ensemble are being held tomorrow and Friday after school in the choir room. Sign-up times will be outside of that room. Be prepared to sing a song of your choice. If you have any more questions, go see Mrs. Tall.
Hey, Malachi, have you noticed a scrawny kid carrying around window screens around the school?
I don't believe so.
Well, here's a fascinating report on this creature of the night.
April, the screen part of the window went missing in Mr. Prater's class. It was there from first to third period, but once the day ended, it was gone. There was a sub in that class that day who apparently hardly interacted with the class, which is presumably how it was taken so easily. When asked about the missing object, Mr. Prater had this to say.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Here are some people from Mr. Prater's fourth period class with their side of the story.
I mean, I was in the class, and I just saw this kid, and he just took it off. I don't know what he wants to do with it, but it's gone.
I stole it. It's in my house.
Thanks, Rose. We know what you did, Jude. Thanks for returning the window.
I'm glad the windows were swiftly returned. Now on to sports and entertainment with Ethan.
Thanks, Malachi. Have any of you guys gone to watch the new Snow White movie? I definitely am not going, with an IMDb rating being a horrendous 1.3 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 40%. I don't think I'll ever go watch that movie. However, another movie that came out with an IMDb review of 5.6, the Minecraft movie. And here's Kai with more.
With the Minecraft movie having come out just a few weeks ago, a lot of funny memes have come out in the process, such as this,
Flint and Steel,
and this,
The Nether,
and quite possibly the biggest one, Chicken Jockey.
Chicken jockey!
This singular meme has caused so many problems in the movie industry because of people throwing popcorn and even bringing a real-life chicken into the theaters. Yes, you heard that right. Someone somehow managed to sneak an entire real live chicken that was actually alive into a theater. How? I can barely sneak in snacks. How do you sneak in a freaking chicken? Beyond that though, it has left a bit of an argument to discuss. A lot of the movie theater workers are sick of the Minecraft movie because fans throw popcorn and even flour bags everywhere all over the theater during this one particular meme. While a lot of the higher ups in the theater don't really care because they don't have to clean it up, a lot of the janitors and the people that have to sweep up the popcorn hate it. And it leaves the question, who should be held responsible for this? While it's pretty obvious that I think the people going to the movie theater should be a bit more respectful, I also do think that it is kind of funny that people have thrown so much popcorn. Why is this so funny? Brother! Alright. Nice. Okay. While a lot of the people throwing the popcorn think that the movie theater workers are just complaining a lot and they shouldn't worry about it because it's their job, a lot of the workers hate it because they aren't the ones making the mess. It's basically like saying, "Yo, janitor, why are you so mad at cleaning up the school? It sucks, that's why." I, for one, am a janitor for an undisclosed business. They usually leave the business pretty clean, and I appreciate it. So I think we should just show a little bit more respect for the movie theater janitors and workers. Let's head back over to the desk.
The Nether. I am Steve. These are the villagers. They love crushing a loaf. Coming in hot, water bucket, release, chicken jockey, and that's all for me. Thank you guys. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Ethan.
Malachi, have you been nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge yet?
Yes, I have actually.
Well, a lot of people at this school have had to do it. Here's Lucas with a report, with info on how this challenge is coming around again.
Are we in 2014 again? There is a new Ice Bucket Challenge that has almost certainly made its way to your Instagram feed. Started by students at the University of South Carolina, this one is going around to focus on mental health, unlike the 2014 one, which was focusing on ALS. Wade Jefferson, a South Carolina junior who started the Mental Illness Needs discussion, otherwise known as Mind Club, after two of his close friends died of suicide. The primary goal was never to raise a whole bunch of funds for the Active Minds nonprofit organization. It was simply to raise awareness for mental health, specifically for teenagers, by getting dunked with ice water and then challenging 3 other friends to do the same. It has spread rampant throughout the country, and it really shows how interconnected we are as a society. Despite this primary goal, though, there has also been over $100 million raised for the nonprofit organization, such as contributions from football players such as Peyton Manning and Emmanuel Sanders, who are retired. Obviously, the thing we need to remember is that it is more than just an ice bucket challenge you nominate your friends for. It brings up a huge contemporary problem, mental health stigma. You should never have to fight alone, and there are always people there for you. Remember that when you get challenged, and raise awareness for it too.
Now onto the weather with Asher.
Thanks, Ninja. So starting today, we have a high of 63 and a low of 43, which is pretty warm, but most of the sun is blocked out by the clouds, so not too bad. Tomorrow's not that different. It's just a wait, am I on the right? Okay, so yeah, tomorrow's not that different. It's just a little less diversity with a high of 60 and low of 49. Still blocked out by the clouds. Friday, we're seeing an increase in temperature, almost as steady as global warming, with a high of 68 and a low of 51. Saturday is another day where you probably want to start hanging up the baggy sweatshirts. Just kidding, nobody really does that. But either way, we got a high of 66 and a low of 49, which seems colder, but the sun's going to be out, which will probably cook us like SpongeBob during the first movie. Sunday, we are going to have a dramatic drop in temperature and water with a high of 57 and a low of 44, which is going to be even colder from the rain. Monday is going to be even colder due to a high of 53 and a low of 43, so we are going to be missing out on the sick Hawaiian shirts after this weekend. Swinging back to Tuesday, we got a small glimmer of hope for people who like to boil alive with an increasing high of 59 and a low of 47, with not enough clouds to completely block out the sun. Anyway, that's enough out of me for today. Let's get back to the desk.
Thanks, Asher.
And thank you for watching. Subscribe to OlyTV and follow our Instagram for all updates around Olympus and beyond. Have a wacko Wednesday, Titans.
Oh yeah, that's probably gonna be like that.
Let's smile. Yeah, like do that. Sure? No, like, that's good? Okay. Go! It's recording. Julie, you don't need to get down so low. Look at me, look at me.